Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. XRP poised for boom as Uphold CEO predicts major institutional interest. Guys, this one coming from Ian Binns on Twitter. Yeah, JP Terrio from Uphold, he has said institutional interest is coming into cryptocurrency, and this is specifically because of the XRP verdict. Terrio underlined the significance of recent developments, specifically the resolution of Ripple's high-profile case. With the lawsuit now mostly behind them, Ripple and its native cryptocurrency XRP are now set to experience major growth. Guys, this is coming from the CEO of Uphold, and he has said this not once, but I think this is the second time, at least publicly, that he has come on the record and said this. So he says this is going to capitalize on a financial landscape that is increasingly gravitating towards digital assets. Uphold, which has supported XRP throughout the legal dispute, sees that this is an opportunity to expand its service and cater to the growing demand for digital assets. So Uphold, also offering or starting to offer different products. On that note, I did happen to see this floating around Twitter. Uphold did post this. Don't miss out. Get rewarded for your XRP holdings. We're launching a brand new promotion for Uphold's XRP community in collaboration with XRPL Punks. How to qualify? Okay, so all you guys have to do is hold a minimum of 1 XRP in your Uphold account by July 31st. So that's not a lot. Don't know what this is all about. However, more information is coming soon if that is something you guys are interested in. I'm sure if you have an Uphold account, you can sign in there and maybe there's more details for you guys over there. Thought you guys might be interested in that. I mean, the XRP trend has been vacillating over the last few days now. We have not seen another move to the upside. However, we should expect this to continue to vacillate. Good news is that we're holding support. So right now, XRP is still trading in that range that we talked about the other day. It's trading a little lower today, 76.7. So again, on the daily, trend is looking very good. And, we've seen this formulation many, many times before. What could happen is that it forms that bullish pennant pattern, right? But we don't know what's going to happen yet because we're still very early on in that phase. And then, once the time is right, hopefully we see another move to the upside. Like I've been saying over the last several days now, we have been holding up critical support here. I put it on the 5-minute. I've been used to putting it on the 5-minute, but let me put it on the hourly for you guys. XRP ranging, that top was about 94.7, and the bottom down here, I would like to say 72.5, give or take, right? We were basing it in around here. We did dip down a little bit, and we were hugging that before we moved back up. And then as you guys can see here, dipped right back down in there before moving up again, but still holding on, okay? In this zone here, in this range, so we have just continued moving in this range. We have to break past this range. We have to get back up above that top level of the range in order to make new highs, obviously. And so, it's anybody's guess how long this is going to trend this way. I think we're going to have to see a bigger move in the market. Bitcoin really hasn't been moving, but other coins similar to XRP have. So let me just put XRP back on the daily here. When I say that, I'm talking about coins like XLM. Take a look at the XRP trend, compare that to XLM. XLM has also moved in a similar way. XDC is another cryptocurrency that I think is moving in conjunction with XRP, just because these coins are very, very similar in a lot of ways. When you compare that to BTC, trend looks very different. Compare that to Ethereum, trend looks very different. Compare that to BNB coin, trend looks very different. So, there are certain coins like XRP trending upward, creating this same pattern here. And this is why, guys, we have to diversify on my Patreon. I've had some patrons ask me about XDC. It's really not, it's a good coin. Not different enough, though, in terms of where my diversified portfolio lays. So, I've been picking coins that kind of run the gamut because, if you pick, all coins that are very similar, well, then they're all going to react very similarly. And that's not really diversifying. So just a point I wanted to make there. XRP Crypto Wolf pointing this out. Okay, Ripple applies for crypto license in the UK and Ireland following the XRP ruling. So Cindy Young revealed to DL News that they have recently submitted applications for crypto asset firm registration for the UK's Financial Conduct Authority along with a payments institution license in Ireland. Despite the major legal triumph in its homeland, Ripple remains steadfast on expanding plans in the UK and European markets. Young firmly stated that her growth strategies and plans remain unaltered and undeterred. So they are moving forward, guys. Moving into Ireland, Ripple's growth aspirations in the UK and Europe are further fortified by the country's increasing dedication to becoming a global crypto powerhouse. In recent news, the UK has made strides to differentiate crypto from gambling activities, rejecting calls to regulate it under such terms. So that is when I talk to people about getting into crypto or, even just trading crypto in one capacity or another, they want to veer towards gambling, which I find is problematic. I mean, yes, you can treat crypto like gambling, if you have no idea what you're throwing your money into and you're just betting the bank on it. There are similarities to gambling, but if you research your coins, you make prudent choices, you diversify in a bull market, that is more akin to investing. And I'm glad geographical regions like Ireland are making that differentiation. Anyway, wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for pointing that out. More news here from the Cryptic Poet, guys. Ripple partner DLocal receives a payment institution license from the Central Bank of Brazil. So this license is roughly equivalent to the European e-money issuer license, and this allows DLocal to accept deposits from the public, manage e-wallets, and participate directly in Brazil's payment system using PIX. Additionally, DLocal becomes the payment transaction initiator, enabling it to access Brazil's new open banking initiative, as well as initiating third-party PIX payments. Becoming a payments institution carries with it a higher level of scrutiny by Brazil's central bank. So becoming more legitimized in Brazil, this Ripple-enabled company, specifically DLocal, we've talked about them in the past. I mean, it is good that Brazil already has a strong relationship with Ripple, the company. At the same time, they're also becoming an authorized EFX provider, allowing them to perform a wide range of cross-border currency operations without amount restrictions. So that's another good move there for DLocal, wanting to create a market for FX trading. I mean, in this day and age, people are going to be trading in different kinds of currencies. And, I'll take it one step further and say, not even different kinds of currencies, different kinds of assets. And this is why the XRP ledger is going to be so important moving forward. If you can trade anything of value from point A to point B using XRP, leveraging XRP for that utility, that is going to change the world of finance. Think if I can use gold, okay? I can tokenize my gold and I can send it to somebody, or I can purchase real estate in, Indonesia with it over the XRP ledger. They price it in whatever the Indonesian fiat currency is, and I can use gold to transfer that. So that's, just one example of where this is going. And so FX transfers also an important part of this. Wanted to thank the Cryptic Poet for posting that. Matthew LANY also bringing this up, guys. Wholesale central bank digital currency experiments with the Bank of France, La Banque de France. This is from this month, okay, July 2023. And, he says here, it's unclear if XRP is tested or not, but even if it's not, I mean, just take a look at some of these partners, BIS, HSBC, just to name a couple here, the Monetary Authority of Singapore. So some Ripple-enabled companies, you can see here that HSBC and the BIS are located in different categories here, like for cross-border payments, interoperability, tokenization, and then the Monetary Authority of Singapore and BIS for DeFi value-added features. So even if they're not testing XRP, we know, a lot of these companies are already associated with Ripple and likely have been utilizing XRP in the background for their value transfer models. That said, though, we know the Bank of France also does have connections to Ripple and XRP, and they have been connected to them in the past, whether it was doing a pilot project or running a proof of concept. So we don't have any concrete information, but, these, connections adding up just kind of speaks to that fact. XRP utility going to be used either directly or indirectly from, many central banks, the Banque de France being one of those. So wanted to thank Matt for posting that. Wrath of Kahneman also mentioning this, guys. Connections. Ripple investor SBI Holdings started a joint venture with Man Group, okay? This is in the UK, for alternative investments. Zoe Cruz is on the Man Group board. She was on Ripple's board. Man recently launched a crypto hedge fund. Check this out, guys. Man Group, a leading asset management firm offering advanced and innovative asset management strategies with a focus on hedge funds. So them and SBI Holdings will form a joint venture company to offer investment products that leverage Man Group's extensive and diverse capabilities in alternative asset management, including hedge funds, primarily to retail investors in Japan. The Man Group, which was established in the UK in 1783, is a leading asset management company with operations in 13 countries around the world, including Japan. And on March 31st, 2023, the Man Group has approximately $144.7 billion under management, including alternative strategy offerings through its subsidiaries, and then it names the subsidiaries down here. The newly established joint venture asset management company will work with Man Group to develop alternative investment products, okay, that are simple and easy to understand for individual investors, and will offer them as investment products that contribute to long-term asset building, mainly customers of SBI Securities and SBI Shinsei Bank. So just down here, check this out. In light of this situation, the newly established joint venture asset management company has set the goal to democratizing alternative investments. So again, guys, democratizing alternative investments. The powers that be, the main powerhouses, the banks, the big banks, financial institutions, they used to have a monopoly on this. So democratizing this is really changing the game. This is really leveling the playing field, so to speak, for all these smaller players that want to get into the game and that want to want to offer a lot of these services to retail. So this will combine the innovative nature of our group's internet finance with the Man Group's advanced management capabilities and alternative investment management to create a new type of asset management company that can provide alternative products that have been offered mainly to institutional investors and some high net worth individuals. The newly established asset management company in promoting efforts to reduce the minimum investment size. So again, democratizing investments. They are set to expand and base alternative investments. They aim to open and start operations as soon as possible, subject to completion of registration as an investment management business and investment advisory and agency business with the regulatory authorities. That is the other thing about the XRP ledger, right? If you make these processes more seamless, more, easily accessible, remove that friction, make payments flow freely across the globe, well, that opens up so much opportunity for the small player because, it used to only be worthwhile if you had, you're investing $50,000 or $75,000 or $100,000 or more into some of these investments. So that would, take out a large swath of the population. But, because DLT technology is so efficient, because companies can leverage XRP for liquidity, this is going to it's going to change the game completely. Retail is going to be able to get in on opportunities. And not only that, they're going to be trading crypto. And, this is why they're thinking of all these, if we go to the U.S. regulatory clarity and the framework that they're working out right now, this is why, they're thinking to themselves, okay, we got to put some kinds of restrictions in place. And, yesterday I was talking about the 10% of your income or your net worth. That's it, at least as of now, unless that is contested. So, it's going to be interesting moving forward. This is happening in Japan with the Man Group specifically, but it, again, still very, very interesting. So I wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. Emi Yoshikawa posted this, guys, and this is happening next week. Ripple is proud to be sponsoring the upcoming WebX Asia conference. Okay, this is happening July 25th and 26th. Organized by CoinPost. And so this is taking place in Tokyo, the Tokyo International Forum in Japan. If you're attending, be sure to drop by booth D14. Join Ripple and WebX, guys. So if you are in Japan or traveling to Japan over that time, that's what's happening there. And we did recently get news yesterday, a new SEC lawsuit, well, not a new lawsuit, but, an update on a current SEC lawsuit against Terraform Labs and Do Kwon. You remember the Terra Luna coin? Remember that coin and how it collapsed in a matter of weeks from $77, $78 per coin, now trading at, dare I even say, wow, a fraction of a penny, 0.0008887 cents. I mean, it was fraud, plain and simple. Well, in the SEC versus Terra Luna case, the SEC has filed a pleading discussing Judge Torres' decision in the Ripple case, in which it states that SEC staff is considering the various available avenues for further review and intends to recommend that the SEC seek such a review. So guys, this is what's coming on. James K. Filan posted the Dropbox here in the description. Bringing up this Wall Street Journal article, they reported on this. SEC says XRP ruling was wrong and signals it will appeal. So we were always kind of wondering what the SEC's next move would be, but it looks as though this is 99% confirmed, I guess. The SEC said Friday that a federal judge erred when she ruled against the agency in a landmark crypto case last week and signaled that it will appeal the decision. Okay, so I guess it is confirmed. Judge Annalisa Torres sided with Ripple, as we know. Her decision gave hope to other defendants who are fighting the SEC. And so Do Kwon, the jailed co-founder and crypto of the crypto company Terraform Labs, is one of the defendants trying to use Torres' ruling to beat the SEC lawsuit. The agency accused Kwon of fraud and other legal violations in a complaint filed in February in Manhattan. The SEC wrote Friday that the judge's hearing of Kwon's case shouldn't look to the Ripple case as a precedent. Torres' decision adds baseless requirements to the test when an asset is a security, the SEC said. The agency intends to seek further review, which would likely mean an appeal. So that's what they've come out and said. I really do wonder how this is going to play out. Jeremy Hogan commenting on this, heading into a settlement conference, an appeal is really the only ammunition the SEC has against Ripple. Of course, it says it will appeal. I don't think you can read too much into the statement one way or another. BJ Hodge is down here saying, they also have to say that to continue to justify their other cases, both current and coming. And Jeremy Hogan responds, yes, also that. Good point. So, the SEC still got work to do, clearly, even if the Ripple case is done. Yassine Mubarak also commenting on this. This is simply posturing by the SEC to get ready for negotiation with Ripple. When you are in a weak position, you have to bluff to appear to have leverage. But in reality, as Freddie Riz says, Ripple is in the driver's seat and everyone knows it. Spot on, says Jeremy Hogan down here. So, even if they do appeal, chances of the appeal going through, it's almost like, just following the motions going through the appeal because, well, they kind of have to at this point. John Deaton also commenting on the footnote, okay, here. The court, okay, and here's the quote, the court holds that a common enterprise existed between Ripple and the institutional buyers. The court does not reach the question of whether the common enterprise extends to encompass other XRP holders, defendants Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, the XRP ecosystem, or other entities. So then he says the common enterprise factor is even more difficult for the SEC to meet than the third factor of the Howey test. Even if the SEC was successful in appealing Judge Torres' ruling, all that happens is a remand and Judge Torres will likely decide the SEC failed to prove the common enterprise factors between Ripple and XRP holders in the secondary market. So she could even say, no, that's incorrect, right? You can't prove it. Remember, the SEC flip-flopped its common enterprise theory 3 times. Yes, we do remember that, finally arguing that XRP itself represented the common enterprise. So, their case was always flimsy, and they proved that in court. They stumbled. If you guys have been following the case over the last 2.5 years, they continually stumbled. And so they really have a flimsy case, but really, as Jeremy Hogan said, this is their only move at this point. I think it's time people start accepting that the SEC's theory in this case was circular and conclusatory, and that's why they lost. Well, Cowboy Crypto also pointing something out from this, okay? Contrary to defendants' assertions, now this is directly from the reply, contrary to defendants' assertions, much of Ripple's rulings support the SEC's claim in this case and rejects arguments defendants have raised here. However, with respect to the programmatic and other sales, the SEC respectfully avers that Ripple conflicts with and adds baseless requirements to Howey and its progeny. Respectfully, those portions of Ripple were wrongly decided in this course should not follow them. SEC staff is considering the various available avenues to further review and intends to recommend that the SEC seek such a review. A lot of reasons why, many people here don't think the SEC will win. Anyway, just a little update here that was released yesterday on Friday. Big organizations, the global power players, already think XRP is important so far as to consider them the golden goose. This gem dug up by Mr. Man here on Twitter. The OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, considers XRP the golden goose. Okay, check this out, guys. I found the document down here. There's no date on this, so I'm feeling like it's at least a few years old, but I haven't seen this. Interesting considering that other document we found from the OCC's website. Remember this from the other day? If you guys didn't catch the video I did on this, I'll link it up here, the full video. But from the OCC's website, them talking about, just down here, the idea that they're in preparation of a global currency reset and arrival of a quantum financial system. They are both running parallel with each other, okay, directly from the OCC's website. Now we find this, okay, adding to that fact. In contrast, XRP, the native currency of Ripple, is effectively a fiat currency. At its inception, Ripple Labs created 100 billion units, okay? They were gifted to Ripple. They gave the remaining total to Ripple Labs, right? With XRP intended to fund operations. So just giving a bit of a description here. It's been stated we will engage in distribution strategies that we expect will result in a stable or strengthening XRP exchange rate. So also mentioning here that they want to keep XRP stable and high. Strengthening, I don't know if they mean the price, but it would probably mean it has to be robust enough. It has to command a certain high price in order to, be able to function in a real world situation. So strengthening XRP exchange rate against other currencies. In other words, only the forbearance of the people sitting in this vast pool of play money prevents release that would kill the golden goose. Unlike government-issued fiat money, no entity has the ability or responsibility to buy in XRP in sufficient quantity to quell a full-on panic situation. The best that can be done is to slow or halt further release of additional money. But check that out, guys. They do not want to kill the golden goose, and I think they're talking about other cryptos here. So a bit of a strategy. I have the full report up here. This was actually an assessment done for the OCC. Again, comments regarding the OCC proposal done by Dr. Douglas Jackson. And I will link this in the description. You can read his resume down here. Anyway, guys, it's sounding very, very positive considering what we saw the other day. Global currency reset, the arrival of a quantum financial system, the OCC obviously seeing XRP is very influential and important, maybe the crux of this system, the lifeblood. So when we look at where we are today, guys, I'm still feeling very confident that this is just the beginning. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.